All right, guys, so here we go. We've got the bracket of today's tournament and of the Sweet 16. So let's take a look at who is going to be going up against each other. In the first round, we've got Disney Daddy versus Brooke. We've got Crixus versus Jiva. Let's keep it going. T Velocity versus Jake. We've got T-Vel into the chat right now. We're on a level 2 Hyper Rail, guys. You guys are killer. Loam versus Dr. H. Now, we know the outcome of Dr. H's battle was absolutely nuts against Volbrus, so excited about that battle. Dastius Dast. I always mess up your name. I apologize to him on Discord for how many times I messed it up. Against Luis's epic comeback against Yoda Otter. We've got Sloan versus True Marcano. Wicked White versus Default Dan, and lastly JP versus Chaoticus. Guys, excited to see the lineups today, excited to see the matches. T Velocity's got a big fan base. We'll have to see if he can live up to the fan base. I know Doodlespork, if you're in here, he had a big fan base too, and the battle did not turn his direction. All right, guys, let's hop on and get ready. Get your predictions in now for Jake versus T Velocity.
Let the battle begin. Fight!
Ladies and gentlemen, we start off the match, and they are giving their friendly fist bumps as we get in. Both have Baymax, so both can hide behind that taunt to open up the battlefield. Now, if you notice, T Velocity is going for the old traditional upgrade over to Bubbles to get that silence out on the field, but Jake won the RNG battle there, and Beast is going to go ahead and strip that Baymax. Now, Baymax has a very high chance to evade, but T Velocity going back over and giving the ticket to his Beast, and my gosh, laying out a 24,000. We definitely need an instant replay of what we just saw there. 24,000 from T Velocity over to Jake, guys. Watch the ticket, watch the attack up. This is absolutely detrimental. 23,000 to Beast, really putting Jake at a disadvantage now. That's going to be tough to come back from because his Beast is already down. It's Jake. Don't instant replay that. Jake is going to try to come back from that. Very tough hit to come back from. Can go with the AoE, but has to be careful of the Beast counterattacks that can come and just kill him instantly. Huge, absolutely monster attack, and now Jake is trying to kind of come up with how can he balance the enemy and control the team so he doesn't lose everyone. And right there, T Velocity's AoE taunt is going to just wipe out the Beast for Jake, putting him at a massive disadvantage. Very tough to come back from. However, we are really taking T-Vol's kind of taking his time, trying to figure out what he's going to do. Going with the Bell basic, and at this point, really sitting pretty. We've got a Silence and a Intimidate on Baymax, but there's so much that Jake is going to have to go through. Let's see if he can build through it now. Might lose his second tank, and he does, Cozy Club. Losing the second tank is not going to be easy as well. We've got Claw coming out to clear those evades. Jake's trying to claw up from the back corner, seeing what can happen. He's going to feed up and see if he can get a last-minute Mickey Bomb to try to help out his odds and at least maybe get something pulled together. There is no Elsa on the other team, so at least if he lands a Mickey Bomb to go correctly, he can at least take the W. All together now, calls the Cauldron, did not get the right bumps, but Mickey Mouse is going to have Disneyland Forever with the attack up and a tactics. Is it going to be enough, Cozy Club, to take down T-Vel? Now, T-Velocity does not have Cauldron or Shadows on the field, which actually helped him out in this instance, and you had some nice damage. So Jake back up on top a little bit, even though it's still a 5v4 scenario, Cozy Club. Who do you think's going to win at this point? We've seen a lot of Headless Horsemen coming in to silence out the other rows, guys. Headless Horseman, a spell on the rise, as we've been seeing from the Cozy Cup. But now we've got the double silence on that back row, leaving just Mickey helpless by himself. Again, if Mickey dies last, no Mickey Bomb is going to happen. So T Velocity controlling the battlefield, simply not doing anything too crazy, putting the attack down on Mickey, leaving just Cauldron, Bubbles, Hero, and Mickey for the rest of the battle. Big AoE there from T Velocity. Jake trying to come back here. Jake, I believe in you. I played you very solid player. And my gosh, gets the double basic, lands the slow on Hero, could come up big, but going to lose the Cauldron. A lot of debuffs, a lot of silences to work through, and it's not looking good for Jake from the Unfortunates, my friend. Not looking good for Jake, but he does have his Hero ready to go. Looking like he's going to lose the Bubbles. Is he going to? Yes, sir. T-Velocity's Beast is taking down one by one these characters, and it's just looking tough. for Jake. Now, Jake might get a chance to get another Mickey Bomb off, and if he does, it looks really good. In fact, I would so call if another Mickey Bomb comes off, it's going to be a W. But is he going to pull off and get the next Mickey Bomb off? Nothing happening from all together now. Not looking good, guys. But the prediction's not looking great here for some of you guys voting for Jake, because Mickey Mouse being the only one left, and now T-Velocity can take care of him with no problem, and the winner and advancing to the Elite 8 Cozy Club is going to be T-Velocity. Let me see it in the chat for T-Velocity, guys. Give me those emojis, and congratulations to you predictions that went ahead and went for the big T, baby. Usually you can come back from a match no matter what happens, but the problem with this battle in general was mainly this right here, guys. It's especially when we're talking about Beast, to come back from a 28,000 damage hit on your best damage dealing / tank. It's too tough to come back from. That's a very rough play there, Jake. Sorry about you. Sorry about it. Once the DSA team does do a direct challenge v challenge feature, we are going to do the best of 3. Jake, great dude. I've lost to him in PvP. Very solid player. And hats off to you, my man. Hats off to you. So congratulations to T-Vel. Let's go ahead, check back into the main screen here and check out what we've got going on.
Let the battle begin. Fight!
We're going to be in the perspective of Luis on this battle. Luis is giving out the fist bump versus Dast. Dast has the Pluto with the helmet and saying, here we go. So hero upgrade over to Bubbles for the first lineup there, and getting a great RNG roll with the AoE going on to the Baymax to get the Shaken on him with the Bubbles silence to open up the match. So no ticket this time from Luis. Could have gave the ticket over to Sheriff, but he's going all in to take out this Baymax. Now, quickly, guys, at this exact moment, I would have not used Sheriff here. He has no taunt on the field. Luis, I probably would have used your Sheriff. If you could have given the ticket over and kill. If you were going to go after Baymax, give the ticket over to Sheriff and then do the big damage on Baymax. But if not, go ahead and use one of those special abilities on one of the other characters that are unprotected, right? So let's go ahead and move forward. Das gets his first turn on the board with kind of a 3/4 health Baymax. Let's see how that ends up. He has an AoE coming out for the Beast here, and has 2 turns with Bell and Hero. Now, it looks like Das is most likely going to go with the Bell Basic, or he can go with the Enchanted Rose on Baymax, but he's going to stick with the Bell Basic over on Baymax, trying to even up the battle, mirror it up a little bit, and have both the Baymax versus Baymax even fight there. Das is now on top with the upgrade going on over to Beast to get that speed up and get more attacks out. Luis is going in with the strip, but getting no taunt from that last hit, and you're going to have Sheriff pulling the speed turn meter from Bubbles. Sheriff is getting ready to go, and his Beast in turn returns the counterplay with a huge hit, keeping the taunt also on Beast, and no evasions. Absolutely big. Right now, it could go either way. You've got 3 Enchanted Roses on Beast and the big AoE coming out for the damage there. He's going to start shadowing the Bubbles here. Shadowing Bubbles to see if he can start stacking up the damage. And right now, let's go and pause quickly. We've got a full team now. Luis used the hammer. We don't know what Dast has, but Luis now has a 6v5 opportunity here with low health on his Baymax. But Dast is looking pretty strong with a full Enchanted Beast and up and ready to go. Dast has the next few turns, so we're going to have to see how that ends up going. Beast laying out the damage with Sheriff, continuing to take that turn meter, but with the Intimidate on the field, he's not gaining or taking that. And so this is the big thing I can already see with Luis's team. If Luis loses Sheriff of Nottingham and he has no taunts in the field, the battle's all but over. Luis's main offensive unit is within the Sheriff of Nottingham, and right now he's getting absolutely destroyed, and Sheriff is going to go down. The golden hammer already used, and so Luis does not have any more high offensive characters. Now, he can use the Shadow Bubbles and go there, but it's going to be an uphill fight because he does not have the offensive power to lay it out, and without Sheriff, it's going to be pretty tough there. Now, no taunts on the field for Dast. This is Luis's chance to go ahead and lay out the damage. But Das is going to continue to lay on the hurt onto his Bubbles. You've got still a 5v5 or 5v6 now opportunity. And really out of cooldowns, trying to take down his Beast, work through the damage there. But Beast is coming back with the counterattack with the 1-2 twice. And again, Luis is lacking that offensive power, but can he come back? Can he make a difference in this fight? It's looking very close. Das is going to go ahead and throw that Headless Horseman spell that we've been seeing and landing the silence on Bubbles. He's going to now focus on Bubbles. You got 2 tanks and a Hero Hamada. Not looking good for Luis as he's going down now 3-5. Not looking good at all. Luis, hang on strong. We'll see if he can pull a comeback here. But again, he's got an Empowered Beast. This is where some of that damage might come in. Big fat AoE, huge AoE right there. Instant replay, 7,000 damage across the board. Did not take out anybody with that, but a very good start for the AoE and maybe the potential of a comeback. But again, it's not looking good as now Das is going to have his spells up and ready to go, and it's just not going to be easy to use the offensive powers that Luis has to be able to pull off this W. But let's see what happens here. Beast taking the big damage, getting knocked down very quickly here, and Luis knows it's not looking good. It is not looking good. It is looking over, and even we can see here, Meathead, did you predict? Who did you predict in this battle? I see you got a prediction there. And Luis losing the Beast. Das taking him down by down. We had a lot of prediction points on Luis. A lot of you guys probably are going to have that busted because it looks like Das is going to pull off the victory here. Now, you know, a lot of risk, but high reward if you go with the single offensive character unit like he did with Sheriff. But with both those taunts being off the field and Beast landing that strip on Baymax, you're not going to be able to protect Sheriff long enough, and you're going to end up losing the battle. Luis, you did a great job, my man. Huge win against Yoda Otter. And very unfortunate the outcome of this battle, but we know definitely how talented you are, my friend. And Das taken down Luis Marcano. Most likely, we're not going to call it till it's over. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Captain Awesome lost all 11k points here. Yeah, you guys let Meathead spectate. Now Das is creating a Bubbles army right now and just laying down the continued hurt, but there's no quit in Luis. He's not going to forfeit quite yet. And this is what I love, guys. This is what I love about the roster v roster. He's going to go in and put the forfeit button there. And there you have it, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dast with the champions up of Lippis for taking down Luis Marcano. Again, Luis put up a great fight there. But early on, when you look right here, had to use the hammer on Sheriff and then lost. Really right here is where Sheriff just took a huge beating. Absolute monster beating, could not protect him, and that's really what brought down the rest of the battle from there because his main damage dealer was unable to hit. Get ready, get amped, Cozy Club. We've got the next round of the Cozy Cup coming on right now.
Let the battle begin. Fight!
True with the Ursula. We've yet to see in the tournament Ursula versus a team without Ursula. So going to be interesting to see kind of how the old meta goes up against the new one. True coming into the battle, and Ursula is going to steal from Hero Hamada, allowing True to get a little bit more turn meter to get his hero to go first. It's a way you can equal up the battlefield. Now, True is going to go ahead and upgrade his Mickey Mouse. He's notorious for that, to get everybody to assist at one time, taking with those basic attacks, stealing that turn meter, and giving Ursula more TM. Ursula's going to start her turn and give a silence on over to Honey Lemon, shutting down either the Purge or the Mass Silence from her, and he has the Purge ready to go, or the Polymorph ready to go. Now, very interesting choice here. We're going to quickly look at this choice. He decided to go ahead and Polymorph the Hero Hamada here. And now the reasoning behind this, most likely for True, is that he wanted to go ahead and shut down Hero Hamada here to make sure that he doesn't get a turn. Honey Lemon's already silenced. You can see in the bottom left that Hero will be up next. So he wants to make sure that Hero does no evades and he has more control in the battlefield. Smart move by True. There we go. We've got the Polymorph on Hero. You got the basic attack coming on Honey Lemon. And now we have True with kind of the lead there. The problem is Baymax does have Patient and can go ahead and clear that Polymorph on the field. What she's going to do, look at, what's this? Okay, check out. We got the Sea Pulp trying to go up as hard as, look at, he's trying so hard to get on Baymax, but can't quite get on him as Mass Impact goes on the field. Guys, give me some emojis in the chat for that animation. We have Mass Impact that's going to clean the Polymorph, and now it's a fair fight, but Silence is going to be landed on True's Baymax. No taunts on the field right now, and the upgrade going right on over to Honey Lemon. Honey Lemon now has the choice. She can go ahead and do her mass silence and slow, which not a bad decision there because the enemy Baymax does have silence. So not a bad decision because the slows cannot be cleansed. However, that beast went ahead and got an instant turn. The cauldron's coming out. The AoE is about to happen. And there you go. The taunt from Beast creating a nice distraction from both Ursula and Mickey Mouse. Mickey's getting very close to get to his Disneyland Forever, but Mickey has a silence on him that's going to help him out. Now, the Elsa could be a deciding factor, very big here on Sloane's army, because as we know, Elsa can completely change the battle and the outcome of battles. However, big AoE blinds coming out from Ursula because of the eels on the battlefield. You've got loads of debuffs on the battlefield right now, and it's looking like a fair fight. True bringing in the Infinity Die. Very curious choice as he doesn't have a lot that builds off that Infinity Die. But he's going to go ahead and choose the Infinity Die there. We have evades going up on the battlefield and another silence landing on Bubbles. All right, so he went ahead and did the Infinity-sided die, it looks like. Did he do it? It looks like he did, but I don't see any extra debuffs on the field, so we'll have to check it out. The basic is going. He gets the double basics 6k heal from Sweetened, as if he needed it, but he's got he's got a taunt on the beast here, and Baymax is now as well taunted for Sloane's team. Baymax with the jukes there, Cozy Club. And a big evade there from Honey Lemon. It really doesn't matter if she connected that or not, because that purge is not going to take the taunt when Beast is at 6 enchanted roses. So now you've got a taunted Beast. Baymax is going to get rid of his silence, and his Elsa is up and ready to go. Is this the time he decides to do Show Yourself, or does he hold on to it for safekeeping? If he does Show Yourself here, he can get rid of both the eel and the cauldron, but goes and chooses to go with the basic attack, which is then going to land and counterplay there. Now, very interesting. A few things that just happened here. You're going to have Elsa land the basic attack, and at this point, you would think that he's going to steal the taunt, but no, instead, Beast is going to steal the undefeatable. Very advantageous there for True to get undefeatable there on Beast. You've got the shadow bubbles happening on Sloane's side. However, there's not tactics on those bubbles, which really hurt the overall viability of a shadow bubbles. But still staying on. Both these contestants, very even and very close fight right now. Could go either way, Cozy Club. We don't have any direction in that. And there we have it, the double hit and the attack down on Baymax, leaving no taunts on the field for True. But with that Eels hit, it's going to give Ursula extra turn meter to get that turn out. This is absolutely huge. To get a little bit of magic or another polymorph. He's choosing the polymorph to go on Elsa to shut her down one turn. Super effective there. And right now, the battle is controlled by True. But Sloane, as long as Sloane has that Elsa, looking very, very good. Chat is dead. Wake up, chat. We got a big battle here. Disneyland Forever landing up. Now, here's the thing. He's not gonna use the Disneyland Forever, which I thought this was a very interesting choice here, True. He didn't want to use the Disneyland Forever, even though he could have gotten the kill on Baymax, would have continued to kill the Cauldron here and probably Honey Lemon, but he would not have been healed there. Kind of a curious pick there for True, but let's see if it ends up working out for him. Here we go. We have the evades out on the field. This could go easily either way. However, right now, I would give the advantage a little bit over to True. Now, True has the silence on Beast. Silence, that tough luck there as you get a silence on the shadow bubbles. Not going to help out. Seems like Ursula has her polymorph ready every single turn and is going to polymorph Elsa yet again. Really solid control over the enemy Elsa, and it is determining a lot of this battle as there's not an attack unit on Sloane's side to pump out the damage. Ursula at 5 stars right now. It can be shut down with a big Elsa attack, but his Elsa is not getting the chance to get these buffs to lay out the big hit because of the Cauldron going over to Ursula and shutting down his Elsa. So right now, you've got Bubbles that's silenced against really an army of buffs. Look at the buffs on True's side here, guys. Little bit of magic about to be used. He's saving that huge AoE ability while the evades are not on the field. Sloan now could have showed yourself earlier, but we just did not know this many polymorphs was going to land on the battlefield. True is going to continue to give Ursula a speed turn meter, steal those buffs with the eel basic attacks. And let's go ahead and see if he can finish off this battle. Again, Elsa, a lot of control happening here, clearing the evades, and now True has decided it's time for some Disneyland forever. And there you go. There you have it. Honestly, crazy control by True. He absolutely shut down the enemy Elsa, didn't allow Sloan to build up that Elsa and get the bubbles tactics over to Elsa and build her up. She got stuck there on the 3 shards, and now it's a little too late for Sloan. Really solid control example from True, everybody. Give it up for True, taking up a really good opponent in Sloan, and just Sloan could not build up that Elsa as we just saw. Again, these battles are brought to little moments. True could have used the Disneyland forever, wanted to save onto it, and got some great, we'll call it RNG, but also great decision making. But the cauldron going over to Ursula was absolutely huge. We know this battle's going to end up, and that's it. And look at that. He got to Grand Champion on that last battle. Congrats to you, buddy. Big decisions here. But right here, when you just have an Elsa, like you have Elsa right here, right? We have an Elsa that's built up with evades, haste, built up all the way. But this Elsa could just never take a turn. You guys a little bit safer on your betting on this battle, but let's go ahead and get on over to the Dr. H versus Loam battle.
Let the battle begin. Fight!
Let the battle commence. You've got 6970 Dr. H versus Loam. Loam is going to be the home team here against Dr. H, throwing out the fist bump emojis. Loam is going to go with the instant upgrade to Go-Go, as we usually suspect happens in these battles. And there you go. We're going to have the AoE come out, and Go-Go is going to go after both beasts after Master the Castle happens. Loam is going to go ahead and steal that very early taunt. Now, something to point out quickly here is that the only taunt on the battlefield hit Tamu. I'm just going to call him Dr. H. Dr. H is going with the single tank setup, so he doesn't have anyone outside of this to protect his team. Loam already giving that stolen taunt, super advantageous, and zero resistance is coming out on the battlefield as we speak with the big hits, laying down a massive damage over to Dr. H's team to open up the battle. Mickey at half health, Barley barely living, looking a lot like the battle versus Volberus. Dr. H going with the upgrade for Mickey Mouse with the everybody together now and laying out the basic attacks, and definitely a decent decision there from the Dr. H himself. Have decent debuffs out on the field, but Loam is going to go ahead and clear all these debuffs, guys, giving great health to his teammates and giving harmful immunity to all of the tech teammates. So you've got Beast with high tenacity. These three are going to have the harmful immunity, and Bubbles is Bubbles. Let's see. He's trying to decide what to do at this point. Elsa is going to go ahead and take up the upgrade in a huge evade from the Beast of Loam. It's not looking good for Dr. H here, as Dr. H is massively outnumbered. Throws the show yourself, and Go-Go is now at half health. Right there with the half health. This is now not looking good, but let's break this down as a lot is happening, everybody. You've got a half health and no health. Double X's on the Elsa. Huge roll. An absolute huge roll of the infinity-sided dice. Great buffs in his favor with the guaranteed crit, and very bad debuffs against Dr. H. It's not looking good for Dr. H, but like we always say at Cozy Club, if you have an Elsa, you're going to be able to have a shot in just about any battle. Let's see what happens as we move forward. Big AoE there, proccing Elsa already. Proccing Elsa into her glacial armor, and Go-Go is just getting fed more and more. Obviously, Loam is going to go after that front row to avoid Mickey Mouse. Probably going to take out both Hero and Beast. All that's left is Elsa, Barley, and Mickey. It's not looking good, and I'd say it's looking very bad. But the Mickey bomb is now going to Mickey. The Barley bomb has shifted from Elsa over to Mickey, guys. This is looking like this battle is definitely over. You've got the crit. And here comes, he's going after Mickey to take him down instead. What just happened, Cozy Club. Well, I know you guys don't like when I pause it, but check this out. His Mickey survived the initial hit, and now his Mickey is up for the Barley Bomb, able to heal himself all the way up without dying. And Bubbles and Go-Go are very low health. It's not looking good for Loam. Can Dr. H come back from this fight? He's brought the hammer out, bringing back Beast. Is he going to be able to heal up Beast to full health, Cozy Club? Huge crit. Hold on, Cozy Club. The crit, the Barley Mickey Bomb is laying out insane damage with Dr. H with yet another huge comeback. It is now 4v2, and Loam does not have a golden hammer. No, he does have a golden hammer left. Correct me there, guys. Has the golden hammer, brings back Go-Go. It is now a 4v3 situation, but Dr. H, just like the battle before, is coming back. A absolutely huge guaranteed crit and crit power infinity-sided dice roll on the Go-Go, looking very good, but an enchanted beast is coming up for Dr. H. There's no way he's gonna come back from this battle just like last time, but these infinity-sided dice roll, Loam, go to Vegas, man. These are insane rolls that you're getting from the spell. We're going to have the counterattacks hitting the beast, ready to go back up. You've got the three of them right there, ready to go, guys. Cozy Club, let's hear it. Who is going to win? It's anybody's battle up to this point. You have the patient going on over to Go-Go. Is Go-Go going to be able to survive? Loam is just winning that Vegas lottery. There we go. We've got the magic decrease in Barley that's going to shut down Go-Go's abilities, even with that guaranteed crit in the crit damage. Very advantageous RNG roll with the magic reduction there. And Elsa is up and ready to go. Elsa's going to go with the silence on Go-Go. Elsa is going to land the silence on Go-Go. Dr. H climbing from the ashes of defeat to come back and get some great damage out on the board. Loam still has a chance as long as Go-Go can deliver. But Beast is laying down the damage. He still has a taunt up, but again, has silence and lost that. Gonna hope for the basic, landing a very nice basic on the Beast versus the Mickey Mouse there. Will he be able to continue? Dr. H holding on and Loam holding on for dear life. But as long as Elsa has not gone down, Dr. H has his Elsa getting all the shards. Loam knows what's about to happen, and Dr. H with the epic comeback. Cozy Club, chat, let me hear it for Dr. H with the double back. Holy freaking moly. I have no words. Dr. H, I don't know if you're in here, dude. I don't know if you're in here, but yes, this is proof why you don't forfeit, guys. Look at this. Look at this right now. Look at what Loam has. Look at his buffs on him. Dr. H was done. Dr. H had no shot to come back from this thing. Zero shot whatsoever. And lands it. Holy moly. It's time to get this battle underway. Double D,
let
big
the
highlight
battle
match.
begin.
Disney Daddy
Fight!
versus Brooke. Let's get it on. So we've got Disney Daddy here with a Maui-led Oceanics Beauty and the Beast team. He brought this team in against Zealous Phoenix, bringing in the same team. Brooke is going to be rolling with that Elsa Mickey team. So Disney Daddy is going to have to make up for that lack of speed that he's not going to have. Going to be really tough to overcome the speed that's there. And Brooke just pulling out the big heavyweight legendaries. Luis said it's tough, but he's going to be going with Brooke on this fight. Let's see who's going to be taking it. A huge opener from Disney Daddy, laying out the hurt on Baymax, but Brooke able to steal the taunt from Beast there, and Elsa next up. So Elsa's going to have her choice on who to silence here. Now, here's the deal, guys. Who do you think she chooses to silence here? A lot of decisions. In my opinion, I would go with the bubble silence. Maui's tempting, but I would go with the bubble silence, as in Belle with the silence doesn't really do much. So, yep, gonna go with the silence on Belle, or on Bubbles, and landing that crit, which is gonna be big there. All right, we've got Patient going on over to Elsa to build up on those helpful effects from Brooke, as she said. And she's got her Beast building up. A lot of Masters of the Castles going back and forth. And everybody in it together now, going towards Disney Daddy. Daddy's got his spells up and ready to go. He's rolling with the Manta, Grandma, Tala, Manta Ray healing, and the Wand. He is going very interesting decision here. Went with the heal on Beast over the heal on Bubbles. I could see them both because Beast is down, but with the defense up and the Enchanted Rose, when on turn start, he's going to heal. I probably would have gone Disney Daddy with the heal there on Bubbles for this specific battle because you... it's close. I get what you're thinking there, but that's... He's going to go with the wand on Bubbles to get him the turn instead. DD picks Brook. He's deciding what taunt to steal, and it looks like he's going to be going on over to Beast and unable to steal any taunts there. Definitely should have been a mistake. That's a bug that we've had. Needs to steal that taunt because I don't believe he even stole the defense up either. So no stolen there, but he's going to go and give the tactics on over to Maui to try to get that AoE stun. Hero Mod is throwing up the evades, which is going to ultimately deflect the AoE stun that Maui can give out. Maui is going to get a full taunt in, which is nice, but going to really hinder that AoE stun that he could have landed. If he landed that AoE stun, we're looking at a much better controlled battle. So we'll have to see. All right, now here we go. We've got Miss Paddle Smacker herself up next and laying out just her AoE, not AoE, but chaining ability. Judy Hopps has kind of the same mechanic here. Some RNG rolled in here, but went and put the slow on what looks like the Cauldron. We'll have to see in more. And we've got a absolutely huge show yourself from Brook with not a lot of buffs on, taking out Bell completely with a 14k hit. That is absolutely monstrous, and just, my gosh, that crit landing Brook, absolutely huge. All right, now we've got the Grandma Tala going to be healing up. He's deciding who to heal up now. Very tough to come back from this fight. Very tough to come back from this fight from Disney Daddy. Daddy, if you would have had that AoE stun, it would have been a lot. It would have looked a lot better for me, but we'll see if he can pull it off. Hold on. If Disney Daddy didn't have bad enough luck, let's count how many times Baymax says nope. 1, 2, 3, 4 freaking nopes from Baymax. He ain't having any of that. None of that basic attacks right there. The quad evade. Hashtag quad evade. Can I get that in the chat? Got Baymax is one thick and fat tank to evade that much. Let me tell you that. He's got wand up, ready to go. Double basic still on that Baymax. That Baymax now has survived just multiple basic attack hits there, continuing to lay down. You've got the Moana team with Beast versus a full maxed out Elsa now. Not looking good for Disney Daddy. Double D, it's not looking good for the Double D. Disney Daddy, oh look, I'm still alive. And he's getting the invulnerable, and this, guys, is looking like an easy win and W for Brook, guys. Hats off on over to Disney Daddy for putting up a hell of a fight. No hero lead, extra bonus points for that, and I'm wondering what you're gonna name the fish, but we'll have to see. We still have a chance. We do have the evasion. I do like the Maui. In fact, Maui, guys, if you don't know, Beast or Hero, Baymax, Maui, Stitch, and Bubbles. Insane team. Very solid team. Maui is definitely on the rise as one of the better characters. Brook did bring Hammer. Not looking good to be able to counter. The invincibility is still on the field and still at play. And so there is a small chance, but it's not looking great. Guys, give the GGs in the chat for a pretty unique battle there. Brook went ahead and left standing with all 5 characters. Battle goes on just a tad longer. We'll fast forward through the left here and laying down. We've all been there before, laying down the enormous amount of damage on the invincible Maui, and for Baymax, who threw the 4 evades to end the battle with Elsa here. So we have Brook advancing over Disney Daddy with her Mickey, Beast, Baymax team. We're going to be having Brook go up. Going to be a good one. We've got 2 more battles left, guys. Your predictions have been on fire tonight. A lot of you guys winning big. Some of you guys losing a bunch of your predictions. Last up here, we've got 2 more battles for you. Crixus versus Jiva and JP. versus KO.
Let the battle begin. Fight!
Bet away, bet away. It looks like you have 215,000 bets going towards Crixus and 42 towards Jiva. A lot of Crixus love, even though I know MKA is in here to represent. My goodness, guys. All right, so here we go. Ursula had the opening match, and we're going to have the taunt be stole by Crixus's Beast. Can I just go ahead and shout out, guys? Can we just talk about every time I use Beastly Rage on Baymax, it's evaded, but not in this tournament. We're getting a good, plentiful amount of great landings, and Mickey Mouse, or the Mickey Mouse, everybody together is going to be called by Jiva to get Ursula that move. Beast is going to be up first, probably going to go with the AoE taunt, but might consider stealing the taunt instead, going with the AoE to clear the evades. And here comes Ursula, putting the silence on Go-Go, shutting down Crixus's Go-Go, and throwing the polymorph on Beast for a very, very strong opening. Baymax now going to go ahead and what an absolutely instant replay that. Look at the statistical advantage on the battlefield right now with the polymorph on Beast and the silence on Go-Go, but he was able to go ahead and clear all of that with Baymax's cleanse, setting himself back up for success. A big flip in the battle there. And wow, looking pretty crazy. Maybe should have gone with another decision, but either way, we've got the stolen taunt now. Jiva looking like he's set up with plenty of magic, but here comes the zero resistance from Go-Go with loads of crits. Look at these crits landing on the battlefield. The amount of crits in this 1-0 resistance, absolutely huge from Crixus's Go-Go, landing and taking down the eels and letting the blind come down. Blinds are out on the opponents, and here comes the mass impact to heal up Jiva's team and to allow for him to get a little bit of breathing room against Crixus. Now, Crixus ready to go, but it's got blind on both Bell and Beast, but really doesn't matter too much on those characters. About to roll with Vegas, roll the die. Let's see if Crixus has that loam luck with Infinity Decided. Gets the crit damage up on Beast, allowing him to get a huge attack there and getting a double AoE with the Beast, gaining Kingdom teammate turn meter and getting a huge AoE out on the battlefield. Go-Go's still at full health. You have Jiva's Ursula down, looking very low on health, something that we didn't see from the enemy Ursula against True, I believe. But right now, you've got a Beast that's super amped up with the buffs, and you've got very low health here for a lot of Jiva's team. Let's see if Jiva can climb out of this, because right now I'd give the advantage towards Crixus. He's going to go ahead and do the double smack on the Beast to start off his next move to try to wear down Jiva's Beast. Is looking very close, and that was an absolutely huge swing in a matter of moments. Tons of effects out on the battlefield. Crixus is focusing on the Beast there, focusing on the Beast to see if he can take him down. Tons of swords coming into the battlefield. Will Crixus take the W? We've got Woman up from Go-Go. Next up, he's going to take the roll of the dice and go and kill Mickey Mouse. Now, that was a big chance, but he's got the health to do it. He has the health to do it. He wanted to go ahead and take the Mickey out now while he had health on the field, but you do have Ursula getting healed up. But right now, Jiva only really has both Hero Hamada and Baymax and Ursula, and here comes Beast back and ready for the action, probably hoping for that Mickey Mouse instead. And very curious, actually, here, guys. Want to check this out. This polymorph should have... All right, so this does look, and not to devalue what's going on, this does look like a little bit of a bug, because that polymorph is unmissable even with evade on the field, I believe. I think it even goes through evade. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to go through evade. Maybe I'm wrong. Someone in here can correct me, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to go and not miss no matter what. Or maybe I'm wrong completely. Let me know in the chat. But I thought that goes through and burns the polymorph. Either way, tried to polymorph the Baymax there, and oh, she was shaken. Oh boy, that was big. So definitely a big swinging part of the battle. Patient going on Beast there. Crixus looking very much on top at this point of the battle, going to save onto that Infinity Sided die, and the shaken on Ursula. Absolutely huge piece of the battle. However, Ursula does have 3 evades that's looking advantageous for her, but with not landing that polymorph, it's going to be tough to build through here. Now, Bell, he has a few options. Thinking he's going to go with the Bell basic, probably on Baymax. You have to take out that Baymax. or could have gone and just gotten rid of those evades. This battle looking very close on who could take it, but it's looking in favor right now of Crixus with that Mickey Mouse out, but a lot of evades on the field as long as Beast cannot clear them in one small swoop. The double hit there on Baymax, still staying alive with that undefeatable. Let's see what he's able to pull off. Just has a basic attack with that Baymax. It's 5v4 right now, and the upgrade is going to go on over to Go-Go with Beast getting upgraded as well, but Crixus is going to win the coin flip. Cozy Club, this could be anyone's battle, but the zero resistance laying out the big damage. Ursula dodging both attacks. Crixus kind of going back and forth here with who could win. We do have the invincibility on Beast, so it's looking nice there. And Ursula is now starting to get focused. Have to get this AoE out there. Have to get the taunt to protect Ursula. But right now, definitely you're going to think that the battle is in Crixus' favor. Big AoE there, but unable to take out much of anybody. And you're going to have the upgrade go back over to Beast. Yet another lose of the coin flip for Beast, and a big attack. 11k attack from Beastly Rage, going from Beast to Beast. It's 5v3 right now with a Cauldron. Jiva's climbing back in here, taking down the Baymax. But with Go-Go, with not a lot of turn meter, is going to keep that invincibility for a while, and it's going to be tough to go ahead and try to build it back up. But Crixus comes back, Cozy Club, with that hammer. Comes back with the hammer. Can he make big use of that? And absolutely another monstrous AoE out of Beast right there with the huge infinity-sided dice pull that he's been saving with the counter ready for Beast. Invincibility buffs are here on galore. Beast goes down, and Jiva most likely goes down with Beast as well. Absolutely huge deciding points within that battle, guys. Neck and neck, and could have gone either way, but congratulations. Crixus taking out a very talented player in Jiva from Frontierland. Crixus looking like he's taking the W, guys. Wow. Let me just tell you guys, this Jiva was one of the most picked people in the entire tournament to win the whole thing on the prediction brackets. Jiva's name was on pretty much most of the ballots to at least make the finals. Absolutely huge Crixus win here. Very nice job taking down a crazy fight, and this fight was determined in so many different ways. Right now, infinity-sided dice, Grand Montala, and Hammer are all the spells that we're seeing a lot of, but my gosh, this could have gone... I'm shocked, for sure. Absolutely shocked. Crixus, very nice job. 200 biddies from Crix. Nice job, buddy. This is where the battle was decided. The battle, the fact that, the polymorph here, you had the shaken polymorph. This is absolutely huge, guys. Because if he can get rid of that Baymax, he can control a little bit better. But no, that shaken's going to really hurt him there. And then not to mention, the Mickey Mouse not being brought back to life. This was absolutely devastating. Absolutely devastating. If that Mickey Mouse would have come up, it would have put more hurdles in the way, more heals. But Crix is able to get that W. Moving forward, let me hear it, chat. Give some love to Crixus.
Let the battle begin. Fight!
Ooh, damn. KO is coming in with the Ursula, guys. With the Ursula going against JP, who is rocking a very safe, non-aggressive deck. Right off the bat, let's slow it down for a second. Not a lot of offense power, going mainly on the Beast for the focal point of the big hits. Now, on the side of KO has the Mickey and does have the Ursula, so we're going to have to see how that comes into play here. First up, you've got Baymax throwing out the mass impact out on KO to clear those evades, and now JP has the evade advantage. But KO, could he respond with the mass impact, or is he going to go ahead and go with the taunt? Looks like he is going with the patient out on Ursula, trying to keep that Ursula alive, and the silence from Ursula landing on JP. JP's Beast is not going to help out KO's chances of winning, as that is a big RNG chance there. Just like we saw in True's battle, we saw the polymorph go from Ursula over to Hero. You got the AoE taunt out there, guys. And now we're going to have a chance to clear these evades. Really, right now, very even out start of the battle. Very even start of the battle. KO does have that Mickey Mouse on hand right now. And JP matching and mirroring what is going on. A lot of changes between Masters of the Castle. And we'll have to see KO and JP both. Do not underestimate the power of both of these players here. And there we go. We've got a nice basic attack. We're going to turn on the announcer voice. Now the nice basic attack going on over to Baymax. And the Cauldron coming out now where KO uses infamous Patient the Eel strategy. We'll have to see. It looked like he took his time a little bit more with that time. If you guys missed it, KO did use Patient on the Eel and still won the first battle. But everybody together is getting in a big hit there, and the Polymorph controlling the taunts on the field. KO has nice control on the battlefield, and also the Polymorph is shutting down that back hero. You've got the double shadow on the bell right there, looking up very strongly to build JP's beast army of the overall assist. KO now having the next mass amount of turns going, and which is nice, you can see is that Ursula is going to go, and then the Eels are going to go for continual more speed turn meter going on over to Ursula. The silence landing on Bell. We've got now a lot of control on KO's side. JP though is building up his army. We've got another double polymorph on the field, seeing lots of Cauldron for Ursula love as we have two different sea palps out on the field right now, Cozy Club. And here we go, stealing the taunt and giving turn meter to Ursula. Goes twice. As you can see, he just took the attack up from Beast, giving himself a very, very great advantage. Bubbles is going to go ahead and give the ticket. JP doing the smart thing there and cleansing the polymorph on his beast, looking very solid there. And now we've got KO going after Bell to shut down the Bell army from continuing. JP is up with his beast, going on to start with a counter, and now Beast is up and ready to go. What does he decide to do? He wants to try to take out the Baymax, and he does so successfully, leaving it a 4v5 fight if you count the Sea Pulp. KO is going to go ahead and bring back Baymax, bringing back the 5v5 fight right now with the AoE coming out on the field, lowering down the shadow, putting out the taunt, and the reflection not doing anything because of that Intimidate on Bell, which is absolutely huge. Evades are landing on the field on KO. JP is now trying to shift his focus on over to the Beast instead of Baymax. But again, KO at the moment does have a good advantage. The cleanse did not get rid of the polymorph just then. Not good on that for JP. And a little bit of magic from Ursula is about to come down and lay out some big damage. Nope, we're going with a basic attack towards Baymax. And now we've got Bell throwing out the damage against Beast. Beast is counter-attacking there, and here we have it. We've got a nice Baymax patient going back on Ursula. Wants to keep the Ursula alive. Yeah, that cleanse not working was huge. That's a big bug. We'll talk about that. More Baymax jukes, as we can see. Really, guys, 60. We're at turn 60, and it still can go either way. However, I would probably put the favor in KO right now, but we'll have to see. This can turn on a dime as the Beast is almost done and about to hit Empowered for JP. So we're going to have to see. All right, so we've got the taunts being stole. We have tactics going on over to Ursula, which is going to be big for her basic attack. Here we go from JP. We've got evades. Does he have the AoE? That's going to be absolutely huge. Does not have the AoE, but does have very strong basic attacks. Not able to kill the Beast is going to be absolutely huge. KO not doing his patenting patient on the eel. Very big there. Kind of disappointing the fans. And now he can do basic with the double guaranteed tap. Or is he going to go with a little bit of magic? Sticking with that double tap basic. Although tactics did not make it go twice. And Bell is up. He's finally going to be able to take down the Beast on the other side of the field. We know KO already used his hammer. So at this point, it is what is left on the battlefield. This could really go down to the wire between JP or KO. But Mickey Mouse just got that Cauldron Splash that we were looking out for. Cozy Club, who is going to take the W as the Beast continues to hit those monster hits from JP. JP's Beast getting called to assist with that Bell Army. He is working through that shield little by little, taking down Baymax. And Baymax goes down. It's looking very much in JP's favor now, but the battle can still go either way because Mickey Mouse is on the field. Disneyland Forever about to land. Disneyland Forever being activated right now. KO or JP with all the shadows on the field is going to keep losing his shadows. Losing, and Mickey freaking Theodore taking over the match like we've seen over and over. At one point, again, looking like the favor was all in JP's hands, but KO with the DL Forever taking the W. Cozy Club, let's hear it for KO. A couple things. Disneyland Forever and Show Yourself is obviously the game-changing right now. Like, you are in the battle as long as you have either of those. One, there's a couple of massive bugs that it could have changed the outcome of the battle. There's a cleanse from Baymax over down right here. Okay, so guys, this was not a bug. If you look closely, the pulp on the back there has both polymorph and slow. And that cleanse, I think, only cleanses one. It depends on the upgrade, but I think it only cleanses one debuff. And it looks like it cleansed the slow rather than the polymorph, which obviously absolutely huge. But these battles, so much better without Fairy Slumber controlling the entire match. Absolutely insane, and really just hats off to the contestants of these battles, guys. We've got a absolutely monster party Friday for you guys. Disney Daddy, you get to name the fish. It's all yours, baby. Give the people what they want. What are we naming the fish? And here are your matches for the start of we're going to be going through all of them on Friday, and here are the results, my friends. Going to be a very close matchup. We know that KO wins, so we have KO versus Wicked. Winner of that plays True or Dast. Winner of this battle between T-Bull and Hit play Brook or Crixus. Absolutely every person left in the Cozy Cup Whale Invitational is a very solid player, and excited to see how these last matches work out, my friends.